Dr. Anglin, if you would
Thank
do
you,
us the
Vice
honor,
Chair
go ahead.
Lozano. And thank you, committee members, for allowing me to be here to testify today. I'm going to talk about dual credit partnerships, university partnerships, and industry partnerships. I want to start out by saying community colleges are the workhorses for the state of Texas, and we're all busy in all of these partnerships to try to build a workforce for the state. Paris Junior College has offered, and I'm Pam Anglin, I'm president of Paris Junior College. Paris Junior College has been offering dual credit for over 30 years in some of the local high schools. But today we serve school districts over 5.5 counties. And every one of our school districts is within 25 minutes of one of our locations. Our main campus is in Paris. We have centers in Greenville and Sulphur Springs. We have 30 high schools that we offer dual credit in, which includes 27 ISDs, 1 charter school, and 2 private schools. Our dual credit enrollment has grown from 1,250 students in 2010 to 1,778 students in the fall of 21. It is now 41% of our total enrollment. The average number of dual credit hours that a high school student graduates high school with is 25 semester credit hours. At this past May's graduation, we had 109 high school students who received associate degrees. We partner with Greenville ISD in an early college high school offering an Associate of Science in Engineering. We had our first graduating class in that this year, and I really couldn't imagine high school students taking 4 semesters of math, including differential equations and university physics, but they did it. Mm-hmm. We have 3 existing P-TECH partnerships with ISDs, and we're adding 2 additional P-TECHs this fall. We do have partnerships with several school districts with a Grow Your Own Teacher program. So we work with each high school in our service area, and we ask what they want, and we try to figure out a way to deliver it. So we are basing what we do on tailoring it to their needs and wants of each school district. On my way down yesterday, I stopped and I met with 3 superintendents in Hunt County who are joining together, and we're writing a grant to become have a rural school investment zone in Hunt County. Of the 30 high schools we serve, 19 of them pay at least a portion of the dual credit tuition for the student. We charge $50 per hour for in-district students and $60 per hour for out-of-district students, which means they're paying $150 for a 3-hour course in-district, $180 out-of-district. That's compared to regular tuition of $252 for a 3-hour in-district course and $402 out of district. We do provide a scholarship allotment to provide for 1 free class each semester for students on free and reduced lunch. We have advisors assigned to each school within in our service area, and we work to place each student on a program map within a semester of them entering dual credit. Dual credit students have access to all of our college resources, both on campus and online. We do everything we can to make dual credit accessible within our service area. The challenges that I see within the dual credit population and districts that we serve is we're not reaching a large portion of the students. There's a big gap in the students that we're serving, and we're trying to find ways to reach a larger portion of the students. Waiving the fees and a portion of the tuition has had a significant impact on our tuition and fee revenue, and we've not ever increased our tuition since we started waiving a portion of it. We've kept it at $150 and $180 ever since we started waiving, which was about 10 years ago. Another challenge that I'm seeing is that we have students taking courses that aren't going to go towards their college degree. And so we're at risk of having students that have more than 15 hours that don't go towards a degree on their associate, and then it's going to affect them on the baccalaureate also. And the reason for that is students take what's available at their high school. And so they may take a general biology class when they really need an A&P class. And they may take 4 semesters of English when they only need 3 semesters towards that baccalaureate degree. So we are seeing more students coming in, and when they declare a major in college, we know that they're going to have some courses that won't go towards their degree. University partnerships, we work very closely with Texas A&M Commerce. We even teach developmental math on their campus for them. We also do a transfer summit with A&M Commerce every 2 years, and we align all of our associate degrees with them so that they have all of our students will have a seamless transfer to Texas A&M. We even align course content with them during those meetings. We take all of our faculty that want to go over to A&M on a Friday, and they have faculty, department chairs, and deans there, and we spend a day working together. We also have seamless transfer programs with Texas A&M, Texarkana. We're very fortunate to have 2+2 articulation agreements with Texas A&M College Station in both biomedical science and public health. We have 2+2 articulation agreements with the University of Texas MD Anderson in 5 research lab science areas. We have additional articulation agreements with public state universities in Texas and universities in our bordering states. Our industry partnerships are in both industry and we have a number of healthcare partnerships, and in the handouts I've provided list of the most of those partnerships. Recently, we have been fortunate to receive 4 TRUE grants to help meet the needs of local business and industry. We knew that our industry, as I met with industry leaders, one after another told me that they were having to hire 10 people to keep 1. And so we put a program together for industry readiness, and we received a TRUE grant for it, and we're teaching that throughout the 5.5 counties that we serve, where entry-level people would have those skills and 3 certifications to go to work in local industries. We received another TRUE grant in welding for our trailer manufacturers. And our trailer manufacturers, they starting to expand, and as we met with them, I realized that we were looking at a need for another 1,000 welders over the next 3 to 5 years, specifically for the trailer industry. In April, we started talking with the trailer manufacturers. In May, we pulled representatives together, and we now have a curriculum just specifically for the trailer manufacturers. We have a TRUE grant to train welders in that curriculum, and we'll start training those individuals that can go directly to work in the trailer industry there. And I learned that those individuals can earn up to $40 an hour working in and with those trailer manufacturers. We have a DOL apprenticeship for industrial maintenance technicians through a consortium with Hunt County Manufacturing. We have customized training throughout the region with PLCs, depending on what type of automated machines that industry have. We're teaching the PLC training for them. In another week, I'm scheduled to meet with L3 Harris in Greenville to identify their training needs, and the college is going to put together training programs to work with all of the Hunt County schools to train individuals to go directly to work for L3 Harris when they graduate high school. We also have a company that needs truck drivers out of Lamar County. And they've asked us to train 50 truck drivers by October. And they're going to pay the tuition for these truck drivers, pay them per hour while they're in training, with the guarantee that they'll come to work for them for a specified period of time. But those truck drivers are going to start at $80,000 a year. So there's a lot there. And as I met with the superintendents yesterday, I was thinking about that when they were telling me of the challenges they're having in finding teachers this year. I thought, well, there goes some more teachers when they find out they can make $80,000 driving a truck. So our workforce training programs are all designed around the industry that we serve in our areas. Currently, we have a number of small school districts that are putting in CTE programs, and it means a duplication of equipment and resources that we have on our campus. So the ideal thing for us in our area would be to create kind of regional workforce training centers on each of our 3 locations, to where the school districts could send their students to us for that workforce training, where it has high-cost equipment. It's very difficult to find a trained instructor, and we're in high demand. So instead of having a few students spread out over the counties, if we can join them together, it would give us more opportunities to do high-level workforce training, and that is what we're working towards in the future. One thing I've really realized, especially even with the need for the welders, it's going to take the college and all of our school districts working together to meet the needs of our own region, and that applies across the state of Texas. It's going to take all of us working together to meet the workforce needs of the future. One thing I want to mention in closing, we do have 2 other TRUE grants, and these are partnerships with other colleges. We received a TRUE grant in partnership with Dallas College and Tarrant County College to develop an information technology pipeline from Greenville through Fort Worth. This training will include full stack or Java programming, computer cloud training, and information specialist training. So some huge opportunities for individuals that live in that area. And we also have another TRUE grant in partnership with Grayson College and Vernon College in healthcare. So we're very grateful for the TRUE grants and the opportunities that has provided for workforce training in our region. But as I look at everything, it's all about doing the right thing for kids and the right thing for our communities. Thank you for this opportunity.
Thank you, Dr. Anglin. Members, any questions?
Yeah, I can't let the opportunity pass to thank Dr. Anglin for what she does for Paris Junior College, and just and really this entire panel. I have the privilege of serving on the Community College Funding Commission, Finance Commission, and really have enjoyed working with this entire group over the last several months. But one thing I wanted to have you maybe give us a little more information on the partnerships with the public schools with dual credit. Yeah. We continue to hear that this is an issue. We just have a piecemeal program. Some schools are able to offer it free, some charge different amounts. Can you speak to that?
It is very difficult because out of our 30, 19 do pay, and they pay different amounts. So it's even difficult for us to keep up who do we bill, who pays, and for parents, it's difficult. But it is, we have scholarships available. We're doing everything we can, and to make sure that any student that wants to take dual credit finds the way. Even on the workforce classes, we're doing a CTE scholarship. But the payments, it's hard. It would be nice if it was standardized somehow, but that is a challenge, and that's a reason I think we don't see any more students than we do taking dual credit. One of the things that we have done to try to make dual credit available to the rural schools in our service area is we've put all of the core courses online, and we make them available to the high school students at the reduced price. And so any student that wants to could complete the core before they graduated high school.
I appreciate that, and I think some people in pub ed don't really understand that in the community college world, you have your service area and then you have your taxing area, and they're two different animals.
That's right.
And
And that's why we do the 180 for the out of district. And our taxing district is only Lamar County. So I have 4.5 counties whose school districts are out of district, and it's not a huge difference, but it's still a difference. And that's very hard for the residents of those counties to understand, because they think because we have locations that serve them that they are in district. And it's, they know we serve them, but there's a misunderstanding of what in district and out of district
Right.
is.
Thank you, Dr. Anglin. Thank you. Sure.
Thank you, Dr. Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I think one of the advantages of community colleges that they have over maybe universities is that ability to respond quickly to needs in the business community for training, something that I see community colleges being able to do very well. What is this? Tell me some more about this information technology pipeline from Greenville through Fort Worth. Since I'm from Irving, I want to know about this pipeline that's coming through.
Okay. Well,
A different kind of pipeline.
Dallas College had a grant from Verizon, and they were doing this training, and there's a nonprofit group called Generations that was working with them. And Generations kind of helped do job placement. Verizon was paying for the students to take the training. So Dallas was doing that, and there were other metro areas around the United States that they had doing the same thing. And Dallas asked us if we wanted to come in and join them as a pilot of what might be done in a rural area with the same type of program. And so we did that, and we're working with them on that. And then when the True Grant came out, Tarrant College joined us. But it's all online. Now, it does mean people commit pretty much to a 40-hour week of training online for
For how many weeks?
about 8 weeks.
Okay.
But when they get out, they have really high-level computer skills and get placed in jobs potentially all over the country if they want to work remotely.
Well, that's one of the things that came out of the pandemic, wasn't it? The
It
ability
was.
to work remotely.
It was.
Seems like that's not going to just be a pandemic thing, but that's going to be something that stays with us. What do you think?
I think it's here to stay.
So having those computer skills allows people to live in Texas and work for some other company, since everybody wants to live in Texas.
And in the rural areas, that is where we have people that are not going to move from the rural areas. They are place-bound. But with those skills, that allows them to have IT jobs in the Dallas area
Without having to move.
without having to move.
Okay, well, thank you.